Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this SHOKY Quickie, where we're taking a look at something, well, not exactly new anymore, to the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line. I've actually had this 2-pack for a few months now. I only just now got to it. Funny thing is, it was literally sitting right here on the floor next to me for all the other reviews I've been doing. I've just kind of not gotten to it. And it is the Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Movie 1, out at the farmhouse, basically, 2-pack. And it's pretty cool because it's only the third so-called iteration of April we've gotten, and technically the second iteration of Casey. I'm not counting that other one that just gave us the face sculpt. You know, there wasn't really much of a change. Okay, so of course there they are in box. You had the whole thing going on there, and Ninja Turtles over there, all the accessories and whatnot. It looks pretty cool. Come on this side, you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got April over here. Come around to the back, you got some scenes recreated from the movie. You've got two of them on the porch. She's drawing Turtle Boys. It's good. Once again, sitting there conversing. I like how they give a nice little fake thing. Oh, this is actually a new read-up. Hold on. Now you can catch America's favorite green teens in their first live-action blockbuster film after waiting in a puddle. Okay, that's the whole thing. Okay, after rescuing Raphael from the foot, Turtles and their allies April O'Neil and Casey Jones retreat to April's family farm to regroup. Super articulated action figure 2-pack includes a whole new versions of April and Casey. Or, well, mostly new versions anyways. So, it's time to go ahead and bust out a knife. Go ahead and open it. I always open for the bottom because it's just easier. I did pick this up at Walmart. I'm sure you can probably still find it at some. Hopefully they haven't been, like, rated too badly. I know it's been months later, but I'm sure they'll come back out. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of Orokusaki Hamato Yoshi 2-packs. Also, check out this background. Like, so, if you just wanted to set it up with that as a backdrop, you can totally do that. In fact, I might just save that backdrop. It's pretty nice. I don't tend to save anything from the boxes, but, you know, temporarily to go on the shelf. Just keep that nice little background. Okay, so, I'm gonna have to do the thing where I get everybody out of their packaging here. Also, that's a little overexposed. Let's darken it just a hair. Okay, so we got some Casey hands here. Let's pop these guys out. And they look like they're essentially the same hands he came with before. Yeah, so it's kind of a grabby hand, so to speak. And what is this? Small holding hand. Interesting, got white paint around the thumbnail. Another hand. He does have another of the original masked Casey heads. I gotta wonder if this is the original one where he doesn't have any face sculpt underneath. Probably. Okay, go ahead and open this very carefully here. There's the main bulk of the accessories. So, another little basic heel stand for April, for all the good the original one does. Okay, a couple very small pieces of paper here. I want to be careful with those. Don't want to lose them. Hard part with some of these accessories is just flat out not losing them after the fact. Ooh, nice set of binoculars. The loose Casey helmet, or mask, I should say. Is this... Whoa. Turtle Aid? What is that? Oh, it's like Gatorade, but it's called Turtle Aid. That's cute. No lid. But look at them sculpting. You guys can't see that. It's not focusing on it. Tiny wrench, I damn near lost. I guess it's a good thing that this isn't focusing. A sword that's similar to Leo's. Looks a little different. A hammer. Turtle wax, which is a repeat from the accessories pack that we got before. And the tiniest of items. Holy shit, those are individually loose. Yeah, those are going to get lost. The drawing pencils from April. Holy crap. That's got to be the smallest accessory I think I've ever gotten. Okay, so you have an April head. Go ahead and push that out of there. Looks pretty similar to the previous one. I might actually fetch the regular Casey and April off the shelf to see a comparison. More hands. And just microphone holding hand, but she doesn't have a microphone. I think this, yeah, this is a pencil holding hand. Look at this. Freaking tiny thing. That's going to require some glue. And there's thumb. Just thumb ring. I don't think I've ever realized that. Okay, so now I need to get them out of there. I got my old ass pair of nippers here for clipping them free. And realistically, yeah, I know this is really stupid, but honestly, I kind of like unboxing things for you guys, especially for the first time here like this, because one, you see how it goes, the lengths at which NECA goes to keep stuff in package. There we go, got it. And feedums, gotta get the feedums. And dang it, clip. Oh, missed. Nope, it went. Okay. So we'll get. Ooh, slide out of there, girly. All right. At least the hands weren't super secure. And actually, the cool thing is, I think for at least part of the original movie, near the end when they rescue Splinter, I believe Casey is just wearing his wife beater. Actually, he might just have a t-shirt and a wife beater. I'm not sure. I think it is a white, like, sweater type shirt. Alright, so since I have Casey in hand here, might as well look at him first. Wow, those legs are way off lengthwise. Look at this. Look at that. There's a huge difference between the legs. What is going on there? It's like one is either molded completely wrong, or like it's not jammed up in the hip enough or something. It's got to be the distance. Oh yeah, 100% right here. This hip is shoved way up in there. This one is not. This one is really low, so I bet I can shove that in there. Hold on. It's pretty close. I think I moved a little bit. I pulled this one down a little, shoved that one up a little bit. Okay, so the funniest thing is they kind of left out his arm hair. It's molded. That's funny. Yes, it is. I don't know. I can't see it on the thing. Yeah, you can see the molded arm hair, but they left it out. They did a wash for the chest hair, oddly enough. So let's see here. April's just laying off to the corner. All right, so really nice head sculpt. I don't know if it's any different to the unmasked Casey face we already got. It could be. Could be a new mold. Looks good. It looks a lot like Lucas. I'll see if I can pull up a shot here if I remember in the edit. Me, remember to look it up. Good job, me. Okay. Really dirty kind of wife beater going on. I love that you see a little bit of belly here. And he does have that going on. Let's see. What do we have for a head? Probably double ball joint, if I had to guess. And because his neck is completely exposed, no hinge joint there. Probably a hidden torso. Yep. He does have a bit of a pudge going on, like right here. Could be abs, could be just whatever. Also, I don't think his skin tone is coming across quite as good. Let me see if I can adjust this just a hair. I don't know. He's actually kind of orangey, which is weird. All right, so disc hinge shoulders goes up, can go all the way around. Single jointed pinless elbow, which is good, which means that's where his articulation is going to be hidden. Yep, good there. Wrist joint, nice joint there. Can rotate. Does have the swappable hands, such as blank holding hand, blank expressive hand, like we already looked at. Funny thing is, I guess one or two of the shots he's like working on the truck, but the tools he's got, I guess maybe he can hold the hammer. I'll look at that here in a second. We'll see if we can hold the hammer or the wrench. All right, so ball joint, double ball joint for the bottoms, ratcheted leg joints so you can get out there with the sweatpants like so. This is embarrassing. They couldn't mold that better. I mean, really? All right, and can rotate hidden up there. Nice molded pants, and they are dirty as can be. Single jointed knee gives you good enough bend, and the molding around the ankles is actually really nice. And you got a kind of hidden joint there inside the boots or the shoes. It's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. All right, so let's give him a hand or two. Let's see here, holding hand. Also, like, his forearms are just tiny. Got decent bicep, but he's got kind of scrawny forearms for somebody who's a fighter. No, that ain't. He definitely can't hold that. So he can hold the wrench and... Can he hold the wrench and the hammer? Oh, there we go. He can do both. He can hold both in his hand. That's good. Why would they not give him new hands for that? The sword, I don't believe anybody's really meant to hold. I have to double check. I think this is actually a slightly different mold to Leo's basic sword. The handle looks different. Could be wrong. Okay, other Casey stuff. Let's see here. We already looked at his masked head, as it were, and I guess you can grip the mask, the blank mask. This one's molded better than the other one I had. Let's see. Let's compare them. Hey, they got the size actually closer this time. This should just be this mask with nothing behind it. There should be no difference. Let's see here. Let's go with... Ooh, that took some paint. Let's go with other holding hand. And have him just sort of holding this by the grip there. Basically, like that. He's ready for work. He's Calvin Klein model. You know, feel like your Calvin Klein model's kind of schlubby. And I kind of do. Let's go. All right. And then binoculars. I don't remember there being binoculars. I assume if you try really hard, you could potentially get him to almost hold these up to his face. But I highly doubt it. But he can look through them, technically. You feel like something left over from Back to the Future. All right, so let's get Casey out of here. And we'll look at April. And I wonder if this one will stand any better. I highly doubt it. Ooh, especially with the ankle like that. That is ridiculous. Once again, I'm going to have to like do something about the skin tone in the edit because I can't do it in camera. Let's make sure I got her hands here. There we go. And the labels on these bottles aren't sticking on. That's a good looking April. I mean, look at the tampo / paint detail on this shirt. That is absurd. And then you get the nice really molded tied knot there. Buttons and the seams, everything is molded in. Slightly out of area paint here. I mean, thank you. Slightly out of the area there. Looks good back here. She got a little bit of going on. Yep. And the hair actually looks pretty good. It's very curly. I don't think it was quite this curly in the initial April model. Let's see here. Damn, these legs are tight. That's the problem with doing a skirted figure is just that, for instance. Trying to zoom in on her face. That's a really nice face. Judith Hogue was really very involved with NECA and designing the April figures. And yeah, there is the Bride of Frankenstein April that is coming later, which I think is designed off the standard April, not this one. But that's pretty good. Probably the same double ball joint head. That's pretty cool. I like that. I kind of like the blank face, not gonna lie. They're just kind of blank staring face. The kind of smiling face, this looks like the same one that's on the original April. Like I said, I'll pull those out here in a minute. Single jointed shoulder goes up. Wow, texture even goes underneath. Of course, that ain't gonna last long. Paint always comes off the joints. That's good. Of course, not gonna break here because it's going to break there. She's pretty nice. Just that forearm, man. The hard part is when you get to doing bare-armed people, especially from this kind of line, it's really difficult because they're just going to look like Barbie dolls until you get into like an inner frame with the soft bendable body. And let's see here. Oh, no wonder her legs don't move. She's got a solid diaper going on up under there. So yeah, they're not going to go anywhere. I'm getting kind of a spread stance, more or less. The legs bend at the knees. Not that you're going to need that. She's a good girl. She ain't going to do nothing like that. Though it would be nice if the thighs would turn. It's got to have some turning ability in there. The legs turn. Obviously, we saw the knee bend. The feet will articulate, but I am scared to death of them. And she is still wearing the heels. So that means she can't stand worth a shit on her own. My current, the previous April, the biggest issue is that the detents in the feet are actually off by half or a quarter of a tooth. So you're actually going in between the detents for ratcheting to hopefully get them to stand straight. And she always has a lean forward with her head, always. Like her neck is molded that way, so she's meant to sort of be looking down. They do give you the little bitty stand here, but at this rate you might as well just have the full size NECA stand for all it matters, because once she goes, like that's one thing I've definitely learned with having the other April, is that it doesn't matter if she's got a stand, because it's not wide enough to offset the leverage of a tall figure when it wants to fall. Okay, so let's look at her different hands. So that's just a holding hand, so she could hold the sword, perhaps. That's kind of big, realistically. I don't think she can hold that. I mean, she's mostly made for holding microphones, I'm going to be honest with you. Actually, that one's a very specific shape. I wonder if she could hold the hammer and stuff. Yeah, so she could kind of hold those. But the impressive thing will be this hand, the super tiny molded hand, and the super tiny pencils. Like, why? Why would you even... NECA is insane. I mean, they gave her the ability to frickin' draw. You could have molded that in one. Let's be honest here. They could have molded that whole thing with the pencil in there and then just painted it. And it would have been great. Also, I wanted to take a closer look at this because I don't think... Yeah, Turtle Aid. Look at the texture. There's a screw top. Instant win game. Free delivery for life. I mean, like, they make these super itty bitty labels. That is insane, NECA. And then there's the turtle wax, which you've seen before. I didn't realize that they molded in turtle wax. It's part of a joke, I guess. What else we got? Is that it for accessories? Oh, no, paper. Forgot about the tiny pieces of paper, which are directly from the movie, as far as I could tell. So, the Donnie in the truck. It's pretty cool. If I could actually find a model of that truck, which I think is a 55, 54 Ford. I could be wrong. If I can find one that's close to this size, I would definitely get it for the diorama. And then the really important one, which is Leo passed out on the stool. Of course, you gotta have Raph in the bathtub. They're getting his ass handed to him. But these are really, really cool. Like, NECA does super small things like that really well. Speaking of that, we'll just zoom in on her nice little waist. Now, if you wait a second, I will go get the previous ones. All right, so Interestingly enough, most of April appears to be an all-new sculpt. Like, all of it, because she doesn't have the watch molded in. The legs, these are actually totally different type of legs going on there. They look like prosthetic legs with those pantyhose. Skirt, totally different. Undershirt, totally different. I mean, like, underneath might be similar, like, internally. I think the feet might technically be the same. I'm not sure. But I hate these pantyhose. They look so bad. And I was wrong. I thought this face was the same as that one, and it's not. It's very similar, but it's definitely not the same. The eyes are a little different, and actually the face sculpt itself is bigger, and the hair is an all-new sculpt. So the good news is they really took the time to make new stuff happen. Where's my original Casey Jones? Hold on. Okay, gotta slide him in here just a little bit. Just for the mask. Let's see if the mask head is the same. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. So this is the same. And it does look like the two different unmasked faces are similar. I'm looking at the hair mold specifically. The hair mold looks the same between this one and that one. That one looks sweatier, which actually gives it a much better look. The little bit of glossiness going on with him, this one looks way too dry, way too pasty, far too matte. He definitely needs a little grease going on. Same thing on the arms. The arms are not quite shiny enough for somebody who's been working. And the funny thing is, the pants have changed all 3 times, even though I believe they're the same mold. Also, he's fatter in this one. So, like, I think it's the same mold for the pants. Yeah, same mold for the pants, but the texture and the color has changed, I believe, on all of them. So yeah, this is my specially modified Casey, who's got the mask pulled up over his head to be interviewed by April. And then actually, if you guys notice, I gave April the sword and the pencil so that we can really find out which one is mightier, as it were. So, but either way, actually, I kind of like the more casual April better. Not gonna lie, that is such a goofy outfit, and I get it. It was the 80s, but come on. But like stripped down Casey is interesting because I believe, like I said, I think he's wearing just this white shirt. He loses the vest. I think he's just wearing that white shirt at the end of the movie when they go to rescue Splinter, and Danny helps them out. So that would be the only other version of a Casey I need from this. And then I guess, is there Casey in the third one? We haven't got anything close to the third one. Apparently movie 2 Shredder is out at some places. And the movie 2 Turtle 2-packs are coming out in certain Walmarts, which is annoying because I paid for the whole 4-pack directly from NECA, and they apparently realize people are frustrated about this. That you can now, we spend a lot of money to get the 4-pack together, and we should have got it first, and instead you're picking it up at Walmart with no effort. So it is what it is. But guys, that's going to be it for this review. And of course, go check out the rest of the TMNT line, and NECA TMNT reviews, because there's quite a few of them, and there will continue to be more. Not that much more that I can think of, because I think they've teased a Kino, if I recall. I don't know if we're going to get a movie 2 April, because I don't know if that actress has signed on to use her likeness, not like Judith did. We still have the NECA Universal Monsters line coming. The rest of those, obviously I still have Raph already done. Leo, I believe, no, Michelangelo's next. And then, of course, I don't think I've seen Donnie for pre-order. The Invisible Man Donnie. I could be wrong. Or maybe I have it on pre-order and I don't remember. But either way, hopefully you can get these things at Walmart, because NECA doesn't seem to have anything on their website as it is. And we do have new Gargoyles goodness coming as well. So just look forward to all of that in the future. But until then, keep on nerding.